What's really going on with XRP price action? Still looking for the strongest areas of support as we await the return of bullish confirmations from EngineeringRobo. As we can see, the sell 4 has returned on the 29th of December here as prices await the strongest areas of support down below. We see interaction with the buy 4 on the 23rd of December with prices above a key level here, 94 cents. Needed confirmations of support with daily candles opening and closing, wicks and bodies above it. However, as we can see, daily candles fail to remain above that level, interacting with 94 cents as resistance, still looking for support down below. At the moment, 77 cents is going to be a potential key level here. We need daily candles continuing to interact with in a very bullish manner to further solidify support at this level, because the strongest areas of support aren't going to be all the way down until 63 cents in my opinion. This is where I anticipate price action making its way toward here as long as sell suggestions are present, and we have been under the influence of bearish robo advisors ever since the 23rd of November around the $1.06 level. Since those sell suggestions, price action has experienced 43% in downside over the following 11 days and is still currently more than 20% down at current levels as we await support down below and the return of bullish robo advisors. We need 2 of our chosen 3 robo advisors to become bullish to allow for comfortable accumulation, which would be at support either 77 cents or at 63 cents. Let me know down below your thoughts on XRP at current levels now. Here we have an article talking about the implementation of the metaverse in Shanghai, titled "Shanghai Includes Metaverse in Its Development Plan." Shanghai's 5-year plan calls for the use of a metaverse in public services, businesses, entertainment, and industrial manufacturing. China's most crowded city, Shanghai, is looking for ways to use metaverse in public services over the next 5 years. Shanghai Municipal Commission of Economy and Information Technology's 5-year development plan for the electronic information industry listed 4 frontiers for exploration, and one of them is the metaverse. According to a CNBC report, the paper called for promoting the metaverse's use in public services, business offices, social leisure, industrial manufacturing, production safety, and electronic games. The commission plans to encourage further study and development of underlying technologies such as sensors, real-time interactions, and blockchain technology. Talks about China's increased interest in new technology over the new years and its efforts to establish a central bank digital currency, or CBDC, and use its digital biometric hardware wallets for the virtual yuan have cemented it as a leader in the issuance of a CDC. And finally, it reads about the use of the word blockchain being involved in China's 5-year plan here, which runs between 2021 through 2025. The very bottom of this article that talks about another related article discusses, Facebook's recent change to Meta in hopes to bank on the popularity of the term metaverse, and we also hear about over 1,000 Chinese businesses have filed for tens of thousands of trademark applications for metaverse-related technology. It also talks about how Chinese companies are in the process of developing metaverse technologies with some major entities here, including Tencent and Alibaba. Well, in my opinion, this shows a very bullish sign for metaverse in the upcoming 5 years. It would appear. I personally suspect the 2020s as a decade to be very bullish, if you will, for cryptocurrency and the whole transfer of finance here. I believe the traditional world of money is changing, and it is always nice to see industrial players like this getting involved with the upcoming technologies of the future here. And it is always nice to see blockchain and crypto technologies implemented over a 5-year plan showing the longevity and potential for this technology. And in my opinion, increased exposure leads to increased adoption, and increased adoption means increased use cases. So let me know down below your thoughts on crypto. Looking at today in crypto, a lot of green to be seen. We can see the bullish recovery starting, in my opinion. I've always been mentioning a rather bullish incentive present in the markets when we were seeing far more red along the crypto spheres here. Tons of gains for SafeMoon, it would appear. Watch out. We have 172% in upside. CVX experiencing more than 20% in upside. Good handful of coins experiencing 5 to 10% in gains today. A lot of other projects in the green. Some coins in the red include, Hexagon experiencing 10% in downside. That is the biggest coin in the red today. Lots of other projects only experiencing the, continued healthy consolidation they need to continue their upside. We're seeing about, 3 to 5% in downside for those projects. We have, Matic, Bitcoin Cash, XLM, even Dogecoin in the green today. Zooming out to this week in crypto, we can see, as I mentioned, a good handful of projects in the green still. Sushi doing nice, CVX, SafeMoon, Rose, all experiencing tremendous gains throughout the week here, Atom and XDC as well. A good handful of projects in the red experiencing that healthy consolidation and pullbacks here. We do see XYM and Comp experiencing 10+% in downside, Holochain as well, in addition to Solana. A good handful of other projects in the red here are experiencing less than 10% in downside, and in the world of crypto, in my opinion, that is a rather healthy pullback here. I personally still smell a rather bullish incentive for the upcoming year here as we approach January. However, what are your thoughts on crypto? Let me know down below though. Speaking of the metaverse, we do have a couple metaverse coins here we're going to take a look at. The first being Decentraland, currently interacting with sell suggestions at resistance, it would appear. Key level overhead $3.64 needs to be broken and confirmed as support to become more bullish on continued upside here. In addition to the return of bullish Robo advisors, we've technically been under the influence of sell suggestions ever since the 9th of December, and this combination of Robo advisors suggested a bullish area of accumulation ever since 84 cents around the beginning of October here. After accumulation, prices experienced 592% in upside over the following 42 days. And if you weren't able to sell at that swing high, we have our bearish Robo advisors coming into play throughout the beginning of December around the $3.45 level, suggesting you capitalize on 309% ROI utilizing EngineeringRobo's sell suggestions at the moment. And so presently, we are awaiting interactions with support and the return of buy signals to become more comfortably bullish on accumulation and continued gains here. Fundamentally, I do believe this project has plenty of more upside ahead for it. However, technically, we just need these confirmations to be met. We're too close to resistance, and the strongest areas of support aren't going to be all the way back down until $1.01. In my opinion, that's where the strongest area of technical support currently is. We have a potential key level at $1.49, awaiting a potential bullish interaction, but as I mentioned, we're looking out for 101. We have a potential key level here within this, very minimal price action ever since the 31st of October. If we were to experience a bounce, potentially $2.50 could be where we bounce. However, this is a very weak and speculative support line here that needs far more confirmations to be met to use it as an area of accumulation. So watch out for these key levels down below in any sort of continued downside that I personally anticipate as long as sell suggestions are present. We need price action back above resistance, confirming it as support. What are your thoughts? Taking a look at Sandbox, another metaverse project here. We see price action experiencing some tremendous upside ever since bullish area of accumulation back throughout the beginning of October around 86 cents. After accumulation, price action has experienced 878% in upside, and if you weren't able to sell at that swing high, technically we are still holding as bearish parameters have not been met yet. We do need a second Robo advisor to become bearish to consider taking profit, and as we can see, we do have that sell for becoming a buy for more recently throughout the 25th of December here. Technically, all three of our chosen Robo advisors are bullish on continued upside here. We just see a potential interaction with key level down below. $5.40 is going to be where we need to solidify support, as we do have resistance overhead at $7.51. My opinion, continued gains are to be anticipated here unless sell suggestions were to present themselves. Always await the confirmations here. Look out for further solidification of support down below as we break resistance overhead. The strongest areas of support, however, if we were to continue any sort of downside here, is waiting for us all the way back down at 71 cents. In my opinion, that is where the strongest area of support may be. Bitcoin still under the influence of sell suggestions as we look for a potential bottom forming near current levels. We see a very strong demand for Bitcoin coming into play throughout the $45,000 level. $45,879 seems to be a potential speculative area of support here that could be forming. However, technically, I'm looking out for interactions with $48,577 still, in addition to $43,160, and the strongest area of support still $34,655 per Bitcoin, an unlikely target, however not impossible as long as sell suggestions are present. Zooming out to the Fear and Greed Index here, we can see Bitcoin still anticipated to interact with the $152,000 level before any sort of prolonged fundamental downside is to be considered. In my opinion, we have, ever since this time last year, we've experienced what appears to be sideways, dramatic upside met with dramatic downside. Here we are returning to where we left off. In my opinion, a rather large continuation pattern for the overall uptrend that still seems to be in play. I personally still expect a six-figure Bitcoin perhaps sooner than anticipated. What are your thoughts on crypto, though? Let me know down below. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my analysis. Check out EngineeringRobo for free with a link in the description. Subscribe here on YouTube. Check out all the other social media down below and tune in for the next one.